Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Joe's Tech Room, bringing you one of the best tech shows every Wednesday. Last week we talked about the DJI Ronin S, a handheld gimbal that is designed for DSLR and mirrorless cameras, which combines advanced stabilization, precision control and manual focus control capabilities in a compact, single-handed form factor. A pretty fascinating piece of equipment, I must say. We learn how to set it up, balance it correctly, and of course, operate it either by hand or by using the DJI Ronin app on your mobile phone. On today's show, we'll be comparing two cameras, the SONY FS5 and the SONY A73. We will discuss certain elements of each camera, including design, shooting capabilities, shooting in slow motion, ND filters, and many more excellent features. Thank you once again for tuning into Joe's Tech Room. First, let's start with the SONY FS5. It is a very robust handheld camera that is effective at capturing great imagery in film. Coming from a vast array of digital cinema cameras, the FS5 camera system captures Ultra HD video using a superb 35mm size sensor for cinematic imagery, but it is also capable of shooting at 4K as it supports internal recording at frame rates of 23.98, 25 and 29.97 frames per second. It is also an easy camera to use, as the first thing that strikes you is the size and weight. It's a lot bigger than the A73, of course. However, it is pretty lightweight. There'll be no issue if you're shooting a project that requires you to move around a lot, as nobody wants to be dragging around a heavy camera on their shoulder, as it may probably interrupt your shot, and you may just move in the wrong direction due to the weight. Sony have been pretty clever with this design, in particular, as it will appeal a lot to the Canon C100 and 300 users. You can strip the SS5 right down, and then it's tiny. I like the option of being able to relocate the viewfinder on the FS5 to 11 different places. Pretty flexible, if you ask me. In terms of shooting, the FS5 joins its bigger brother in being able to offer 10-bit 422 HD recording, although the high bitrate in-frame codec is reserved for only the Sony FS7, another model in Sony's expanding catalogue. It's capable of slow motion, as well as allowing you to shoot at 240 frames per second in full 1080p HD, but it does so an 8-second buffer. It can go up to 960 frames per second, but IQ and resolution will suffer as a result. I guess it comes down to personal preference with the FS5. You can shoot so many projects, whether it be wedding videos, sports and interviews, but one thing for sure is that you're not limited with what you can do with this one. Now, a quick little A73 review. Now, it's a lot smaller compared to the FS5. It's great for travel photography and it has good focus points and image stabilizations, but that's really all I know. That's why I have a special guest coming onto the show later on today. Yeah, it's all right. Not like my baby over here, the FS5, but we move. But no, anyways, today I have a special guest live from London who is going to be bringing us their personal experiences with this camera. Vanessa, thank you for coming onto the show today. Yeah, thank you very much.
Hello everyone, thank you for having me on your show.
You know, thank you. So, first question, why the FS5? Vanessa?
Why the FS5? It's simple. It's just a great camera for everything. It's my to-go camera. I've been using it every day, and it's just the perfect size that gives you amazing professional quality, has a good, like, user-friendly menu and everything, including any filters, so you can use it in all different range of light and weather and everything. Not so big, not so small. It's just perfect. And comparing to the previous cameras that I use, the mirrorless, it just gives you more professional look and better material for the post-production.
You know, it is a brilliant camera, good explanation. But even though it is good, would you recommend it to beginners starting off in the industry? Bit of lag, sorry, you people at home.
If you are a complete beginner, then I would go for the mirrorless camera, but if you want to get another standard and more high quality and reach the professional level, for sure FS5 is one of the best options you could choose, and it's very easy to use it, very comfortable, so you're gonna love it.
You know, it is a very comfortable camera, but no, thank you so much for coming onto the show today, Vanessa. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you, and have a good day. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, have a great day. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Wow. Excellent stuff. Well, many thanks to Vanessa for sharing her experiences. It was pretty insightful, I must say. It's certainly an interesting camera to use, the FS5. Anyways, next up, we'll be inviting Megan, who is a film student at ARU, to give us her opinion on the mirrorless camera, the SONY A73. That's great. Thank you for coming on to the show today, Megan.
Thank you for having me.
So, we all know why we're here, don't we?
Yes.
Now, we are battling it out to see which camera is the best.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
I got you there, didn't I?
Got me.
So, I've already gone on a bit about this one with Vanessa, so please tell us about this beginner's camera.
Beginners. Well, I wouldn't say it's more so a beginner camera. They're pretty similar. Obviously, they're both Sony. For me personally, and the type of filmmaking work that I do, I also do photography as well. This type of camera is something that is very versatile in its mobility, meaning like the way that it's very compact is really helpful. Obviously, it shoots photos. It can go 4K, kind of the same qualities as this one, but the main factor of it being smaller and more compact is helpful in my productions.
Well, yeah, I don't agree, basically. So you can listen to me here. Look, you said about compact. I think what makes this handy, yeah, it does look like a spaceship. It does.
It does, definitely.
It's all quite spaced out quite well, and
Yes.
and you have enough like movement. Like with here, where are you going to put your fingers? Like,
I mean, for me personally, fits in my hand very well. I see there is a handle. You can put straps on this one as well. It also has a viewfinder that's similar to this one. It just, personally, I like the weight of it, the way that my hand is able to hold it. Sometimes that can just get in the way, especially if I'm shooting people or events and things like that.
but it is a lot smaller.
Yes.
I know that.
Yes.
It's light and easy to hold, but I've always been a big fan of bigger is better, and I do think bigger is better. And even though it is big, like I said earlier, you can strip it down.
Yes.
And it can be that size, so it's got more options compared to this one here.
That is true, but it will take extra time, extra effort to take the time to break it down, whereas you come ready with this, you can bring your gimbal, like you said before, attach it really, really quick. I find it takes a longer process even to take off the bottom, to like reset up if it's a different tripod, the DJI, Ronin, whatever you're using. It'll definitely just add more time and sometimes more people. So if you don't have a lot of crew, this is a good option as well.
Yeah, but Another thing you spoke about was the ability to hold it,
Yes.
okay, and you can attach something to it, a strap. So
Yes.
with this one here, I think it's a lot more ergonomic. It really is. It's got the finger bits here, like the bits actually slot into
Yeah.
the fingers, and it's
Yes.
got an already attached. Let me just emphasize that, an already attached.
It is
strap.
helpful. I won't lie, it is helpful. But overall, I believe when you're trying to get around pretty quickly, you don't have a lot of time, you don't have a lot of crew, and you still want that really great quality, you're not going very far from, you're in the same building with the Sony
Yeah.
products. This one has just as much capability, I believe, in just a smaller package.
Yeah.
And for me personally, the work that I do, which is a lot of documentary, so I'm in the field or the events, I don't have a lot of time. Like, there's not a lot of time to like be packing gear or running around or switching. So for me, this is great.
And for me, this is great. So I'm just going to quickly just like slowly push it away because
That's fine.
that's
fine.
okay. So just get this camera and shot everyone, okay? Because this is the better one. This is my baby. But yeah, no, you made some fair points, I have to say. But like I've already said, like 50,000 times, and Vanessa basically backed me up. This is the better camera. But then again, it's not my choice. It's your choice at home to see which camera you prefer, okay? Not our choice, yours. But no, thank you for coming on the show today, Megan. I almost called you Vanessa, sorry. And, and yes, we'll see you next week in another episode of Joe's Tech Room. See you later.